If you're ever offered a job at Service Champions, you should definitely take it. I've referred many people over the years, including my son. He's been here for 7 or 8 years, and he's doing really well. So I've been here since 2000, which the only person that's been here longer is Leland, and I would have it no other way. It's been life-changing for me and my family, and Service Champions is the best place to work. I came to work for Leland when it was Allied. We used to do plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. It was in 1993, and that was for about 4 years. And then in 97, ARS bought Allied, American Residential Services, and we were in the Yorba Linda location. And then in 2000, I think he tried to retire for about 7 months, and he got really bored. And so he started Service Champions. And I got a call, and he said, I really would love for you to come and do this with me, and it'll just be you and I in the office. So we started out just a little office that he rented over there off La Palma, and it was just the two of us in the office, and we had 6 people in the field. So in the beginning, Pam and I came in March, and I believe she came in April or May. It was not very much of a time span, but it was just her and I in the office, answering the phones, placing orders for equipment. We were dealing with the Lennox reps. We were taking, receiving shipments at the back. We would run to the back and, receive something and then come back up to the front. And I've never been a numbers kind of girl, and we had to do payroll. We had to have it called in every Wednesday by 2 p.m., and every Wednesday was a ball fest. Like, we knew getting up in the morning that we were coming to work and we were going to cry. We cried every Wednesday because we never had it on time, because we were trying to juggle the phones and do everything else at the same time, but we had to have it in, and we'd get it in by like 2:05 or something, and they would let us slide on it. But it was a lot of stress being responsible for people's pay, and of course wanting to get it 100% correct, never wanting to mess that up. So that was really, that taught me that I really don't want to ever do accounting. That was a learning experience. I mean, everything that happened early on taught us, be thankful for what you do have, and be thankful for what you don't have. So Leland always empowered us, and he would tell us, I want you to make the decision, even if I don't agree with the decision. Once it's done, we'll talk about it, and I'll coach you, and we'll do it maybe differently next time. So from the very beginning, he gave us, that type of empowerment. So especially when I was doing concerns for 17 years, if I felt like it was going to take refunding all of the money, whether it be a repair or an install, whatever it might be, if that's what it was going to take to make this customer happy, I always just took care of the customer. And we have, obviously have a lot of very, very loyal customers because of that whole promise and the fact that we stick to it and follow through. Not that it's always been an easy job, because it was very stressful, and like I said, there were tears and stress and headaches, but always woke up knowing that I had a job to go to. And I had that faith in Leland from the very beginning. I mean, I left ARS to come to Service Champions when we didn't even have a logo. We weren't even a company yet, because I knew he would succeed. 2015 was a really hard year for my family. My sister, her son died in a motorcycle crash. He was my mom's first grandchild. He was the oldest of all the grandkids and cousins. We started a GoFundMe page to help out with the funeral expenses and the burial and whatnot. And our goal was to get $10,000, and we hit somewhere in the threes, $3,500 or something. Leland obviously knew what was going on with me, because I was having to take time off. And he asked me, what were you looking to get? What was your goal? And I said 10,000. He said, well, where are you at? And I told him, and he said, okay. And within about 45 minutes, Pam, his assistant, brought me a check for over $7,000 and made out to my sister. He still has never met my sister. That was really, really special. Something that I'll never, ever, ever forget. To be able to travel, I just returned yesterday from Hawaii with my husband for our 29th anniversary, and we were able to take our kids to Hawaii. We've taken our kids to Florida. Just a lot of really, really cool things that we've been able to provide for our kids that our parents weren't able to provide for us. When I was customer service manager, I'm going to say 10 years ago or so, I had a customer, elderly gentleman who was a widower, and both of his sons were grown but lived in another state. Him and I became really close. His furnace was 30 some odd years old and it wasn't safe. We ended up getting him a new furnace for what our cost was, basically. Took out the old dangerous furnace and put in the brand new furnace. And once it got installed, he wanted me to come to his house and see it. He wanted to show it off. And we got into a conversation about his birthday coming up. And I made a comment like, somebody better bake you a cake. And he said, oh no, I don't like cake. I like pie. And my favorite pie is apple pie. I got this idea in my head that I was going to make him a pie, but I had never made a homemade from scratch apple pie. We made our own crust. We did the whole thing. I brought the pie with me to work and called him one morning and said, I'm coming over to bring you your birthday pie. And he was like, you're not really going to bring me a homemade pie. I said, no, I'm really going to bring you a pie, Fred. I'm really coming to bring you a pie. So drove to his house, gave him the pie. He was just on top of the world, excited. That was really, really special to be able to do that for him, make him his favorite pie.